Want to be more productive? Hi, it's Otaosese, and welcome to my web series. I have a question for you. How often do you find yourself scrolling through your Instagram or Twitter feeds, going through your emails, or watching a show on Netflix hours after you sat down to work? Perhaps more often than you'd like. I can relate. And that's why in this episode, I've put together some techniques and methods that I use that can help you tackle procrastination and boost your work efficiency. I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps to increase your productivity and do your most important work. You see, being productive means focusing on the important tasks that will take you to your objective and not fussing over every notification that's thrown at you. Unfortunately, we become addicted to social media and checking our phones for all sorts of things. And actually, in doing so, we are literally pushing our brains to switch gears continuously, thereby working harder to do stuff at a lower quality level and draining our mental reserves. Now, what I'm about to encourage you to do is not complex and it isn't difficult, but it will require you to build better habits, take back control of your time, and stay focused and engaged per task so that you can consistently accomplish what you need to in a reasonable amount of time. These 3 steps are some of the best strategies you can implement to not only become more productive, but to be a more efficient worker. The first step is to choose a single task to work on. According to research by Shamsi Iqbal and Eric Horvitz, on average, people spend about 10 minutes on switches caused by alerts and another 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the type of interruption, before returning to focused activity on the interrupted task. The thing is, juggling several activities at the same time drops the IQ and increases stress. For example, let's say you receive an email while you're working on a performance report and you answer it immediately. Then, by the way, you take a look at your WhatsApp messages. That is balancing more than one task at the same time. Without having the first task done, you go to another one. Now, here's why trying to do all those tasks at the same time can be detrimental to your productivity. It can take 2 hours to complete the 3 simultaneous tasks in our example. However, regardless of whether you got them done, the cost of switching from one task to the other in quick succession is high, and the brain was forced in multiple directions at once, either simultaneously or without completing the first task. But if you focus on finishing the report instead, maybe that will take 1 hour. Then check your emails, that could take 20 minutes. And finally, take a look at WhatsApp or Instagram or whatever social media you need to, say for 10 minutes. You will save 30 minutes, increase the quality of your work, and reduce your stress to enjoy your time doing the things you want to do. So, make deliberate decisions on where to focus and do one task at a time. And every single time you do get distracted, adapt. Take advantage of the distraction and try to stay for a longer period on the next deliverable. And this leads us to the second step, which is remove all distractions from your site. If you're writing an article, for example, only open the tab with your actual content, a search page for analysis, a synonym dictionary, and whatever else is needed for your creative process. Create a space that helps you block out the noise and distractions, especially if you do most of your work at home or in co-working spaces. Reduce distractions by removing all the tasks, documents, and noise that may divert your attention. Identify clear time slots for you to stop and take a break, check your emails, or exercise. Develop and master your willpower by staying off all internet sites that you do not want to visit during your work time. For example, I deliberately stay off social media and Netflix when I want to work. I know it's difficult to ignore your phone or notifications, so you can set up blockers for those sites you want to stay off. There are several plugins and apps you can explore. Also, turn off your phone or audible devices or put them on silent if you can't put them off to reduce social media interruptions messages and calls. And you can even tell the people around you, like your co-workers and your family members, to give you some space to get down to uninterrupted work. Limit excessive meetings and overall time for meetings. And finally, my best step is the third step. Write a to-do list. This will help you stay on track to get your most important work done. That is if you use it effectively. Before the end of each day, make a list of 2 to 5 tasks that you'd like to accomplish the next day. Add any personal errands that need to be done that following day, such as buying a gift for your mom or booking a short-let apartment for a staycation. In total, your list should contain no more than 9 or 10 items. Be realistic about what you can do in a work day and fight the temptation to make a to-do list for an entire week, which can leave you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. Write simple, practical, and easy tasks on your list. Don't pack 5 or 6 items into one huge task, like finish presentation. Instead, split your tasks into tiny, distinct projects. You can give yourself 10 minutes per day to write this list. Keep the tasks short and focused so you don't waste time completing them. If you're like me, you can write your list on paper or good old notebooks and pleasantly tick each task upon completion. Others prefer the tech route, which is fine too. If that's the case for you, there are many apps available for that, like Evernote, Microsoft To Do, and Remember the Milk. I suggest that you pick either paper or digital for your list to prevent confusion, as it may be difficult to handle both. Also, write down your ideas as much as comes to your mind during the day. Now, if you need a reminder, enjoy this quote by Ferriss. He says, "Focus on being productive instead of busy." Now, what's one way you can be more productive today? Let me know in the comments below. As usual, to get more insights and ideas from me, head over to Otaosese.com and let's discuss there. And when you're there, sign up for my weekly email updates and also get instant access to amazing content from me. Be mindful and stay grateful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.